I get it. They're discussions and they're theories and they're obnoxious and they're disgusting. Okay. Because, yeah, I can't share anything on Facebook right now. That's why I haven't really been sharing anything.
You were reported, huh?
Yes.
Oh, somebody wants to
Because when they started accusing me, I stood up for myself. And I got in trouble, apparently.
Accusing you
of being
what?
a part of it.
What?
Of being a part of it. Yes.
Really? Wow. Yes. So it seems like they're just, is it Shane's friends, probably?
Oh, no. I don't know. Some of them are just people being
well, you know
ugly.
how the internet trolls are.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Can I clear something up, too, since, people can hear me? My husband put a post up, fiance put a post up of him learned how to make chlorophyll. That was because our 13-year-old son loves chemistry, and he had done a chemistry experiment, and we trusted that he knew what he was doing, and he measured it wrong. And it went wrong, and it didn't go bad, but it went wrong. And so we were explaining to him what could happen if you mix things that you don't think anything would happen to. So that's what my husband Googled, and that's what popped up, bleach and alcohol. And so if you they screenshotted that, and they said, oh, is this a coincidence that the day before she goes missing, the best friend's husband put this up? And I was like, you've got to be like, and my sister went on there and was like, this is ridiculous. Y'all aren't sensitive to people. Like, this is like god awful things. And that was another thing. The reason why I can't post anything on my Facebook about that it's restricted to is because of people hitting up my Facebook, which I thought was really, really weird. They said I had weird activity on my Facebook, was what somebody had said. Was the report for that part? Which
I think someone was just trying to shut you up, pretty much. It seems like.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's what I was saying. For the first 2 days, nothing was on my Facebook but Heidi, Margot, everything. News clips, me posting pictures, everything that was said. And so that's what caught me off guard. But I hadn't even thought about that, what you just said, that somebody was probably trying to shut me up.
I mean, that's what it seems like.
It definitely sounds like that way.
Because, yes, like I said, it was just right after I went defensive mode on one of those discussion pages. And I will tell you, I was not nice. She would do the same thing for me if somebody accused her of doing that to me.
What is your...
And just so people know, too, when y'all said clear up, I just thought about it. I got a text from somebody that said, for my fiance-wise, he works from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. that day. And they have surveillance cameras at his work that anybody could pull, and he has told the authorities that too. Like,
I don't know why anyone even would question you or your fiance. That's just so absurd.
Is this a coincidence that the day before she goes missing, the best friend's husband put this up? And I was like, you've got to be like. And my sister went on there and was like, this is ridiculous. Y'all aren't sensitive to people. Like, this is like god awful things.
In Austin, and we talked several times with detectives, and they said, we just don't have anything yet on the investigation. It's narrowing this thing down to an area that we think we need to search. And he asked me, he said, have you found any areas? And I said, well, I did, but I don't know if they make any sense. I said I rode around with Shane for a long time. I spent a good part of the day with him. And, we hate to go up there and spend a lot of money and burn up a bunch of resources with just shooting an arrow in the sky. Wherever it comes down, that's where you start. So we stayed in close touch. I talked to Shane almost every day. Shane was frustrated at best, and
he took a lot of heat.
He took a lot of heat. And Shane would call me and say, man, they brought me in, they polygraphed me, they kept me 7.5 hours and stuff, and he got upset with him. He called him some names that we can't say, and he said, if I had anything to do with it, squeeze it out of me. How come he can't squeeze it out of me? And, and Shane was questionable in my mind. He was, and his stories weren't just quite as consistent as I thought. But I got to remember, I went through that my own self. And in the very beginning, there's a lot of different things going through your head. So I understand it now. Now I understand it. But then, another friend gave me some friends of Heidi's and says, why don't you call him? And so my first call was to Megan. And she answered the phone, and I told her who I was, and she said, yeah, I've seen you on TV so many times, and just thank you for helping find my friend. And I said, well, Megan, I said, what's your heart telling you on this? And she said, Shane did it. She says, I was there 10 years ago when they met. I told Heidi, stay away from this guy, he's trouble, the relationship's on and off, there's been a lot of abuse going on. Shane keeps saying, well, that baby's not even mine and stuff. She called me back in May and said that her and Shane had a terrible fight, and she just went on and on and on, and to the point that literally probably 45 minutes later, I said, Megan, listen, I got to go. I'm getting a call on the other line, and said, Mr. Miller, thank you for what you're doing. She says, I'm going to keep talking to people and everything. If I come up with anything, is it okay if I call you? And I said, Megan, please do. Please call me. And looking back at that conversation on Sunday to now, there was not one single indication that I would ever believe she had anything to do with it. He was supposedly the best friend. So.
Best friend. Not just a friend, best friend.
We're best friends. Yeah. Yeah, she had like 3 really, really close friends, and Megan was right there.
Please recap. Okay, so we are talking to Heidi's best friend, Carissa, and while we were talking, we got news that a home in Houston is being raided right now by the Texas Rangers, Department of Public Safety, FBI, and the Austin Police Department. And they've been there for hours. It's on Bojack Drive, and it came to you when you heard Megan's name, correct? Carissa?
What are the chances they're at her house for a reason?
I don't know. They're not at my house.
Right, they're not at your house.
Does that sound shitty? I'm sorry.
No.
Well, you're not on live, so no one can hear you.
No, we are. We're live.
Oh.
I just went back live.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm just saying, like. I don't know. They're not at my house.
Do you want us to let you go so you can call your mother?
No, I just texted her.
Okay. All right. That's what I guess she last texted Megan about breastfeeding.
That's what Carissa said, that the last one anybody heard is Megan told Carissa that Heidi texted Megan. But that's Megan's word, right?
That's Megan's word.
Saying that she got a text from her about nipple sensitivity.
Expected to arrive on December 1st, 2019. Let me share the screen here while we're...
That's Heidi's due date.
Yeah. Okay, so here is her registry. Wow, from Target. It doesn't look like anybody bought shit on this registry. Desired 1, purchased 0, for everything. She's got diapers, she's got onesies, bottles. It looks like she has boy stuff on this registry. It's all boy clothes. It's boys' shoes.
Can we go off of live so I can say something really quick?
Yeah. It's one of her best friends. So when this is coming out, I'm not going to put her on a live. So basically, this is my channel, and I respect my guests, and I will continue to respect my guests. But we are waiting for more info to come in. Yeah, what the fuck? Shinji Me wants to call in. That's why I'm gonna have them call in. I'm gonna see who they are. Is it okay if I unmute you guys now? Can I unmute you guys until she calls in? Okay.
Chris, I'll ask you, what is Megan's relationship status? Do you know?
This is Heidi telling me this, that her and her boyfriend were on the rock. And then Megan told me the other day, and she kind of chuckled after, was, well, I should be having a custody battle here in the next 2 months or so.
Mm-hmm. And again, you had never really talked to Megan until Heidi went missing.
Not in 10 years.
Not in 10 years. Wow.
It was even like Rachel asked me, can I give you Megan's number? And I was like, Megan wants to talk to me? Because all Heidi has told me in the last few years is that Megan has talked shit about me. Because jealousy, like we're so close. And she was like, she says, like, because Megan moved to Hawaii for a while. And so, and that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure she's got money. I don't know what she does, but she's always Mustang. She's had 2 or 3 houses. I know that she hasn't rented. She bought them and sold them. I don't know if it's like her family has money or what, but she has 10 sisters and 6 brothers.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if Chris Green is an alias for Chris First.
He's a big black dude.
Oh, Chris Green is a real person?
That's she keeps saying her boyfriend Chris, and that her baby is half black.
It just says the Heidi Broussard investigation now extends to Houston. Authorities have been chasing leads.
In case tonight. Yeah. Oh, we're not going to speculate until we get confirmation
from the news.
Are we still muted?
No. You want to be?
Okay. No, I was just wondering.
Oh, okay. Just say the word. Say the word, girl.
Lose track.
On the patio.
Did somebody say we were? We weren't? Oh. This is the most nerve-wracking week of my life. When the first time y'all said the 2 names of the owners and then you said so-and-so Humphrey, I was like, why does that sound familiar?
Right, and it didn't register right away because you haven't been close with her, so.
Well, and somebody asked me the other day if I knew her last name, and I was like, no, Megan. I was like, I was like, she's Heidi's best friend. Like, we're acquaintances, friends. Like, we're friends, but I mean, that's just like I was talking about my friend Rachel, how I'm doing a search party. She is my friend, but she loves Heidi because she met Heidi through me.
Right. Considers Heidi.
When's the last time you talked to Megan? Today?
Me?
Carissa.
Yes. Today.
You talked to her today.
At what time was it? Noonish? 1-ish? It was when Rachel and Destiny got done with their interview.
So did she say anything today that, now that you look back, was weird, or?
No, she just got kind of upset at the news of Shane denying the abuse and stuff, like, throughout the years. But, like, how could he do that? Even, like, man up to the stuff that happened in the past. If y'all had been getting along great during your pregnancy, except for a few times, say that. And she just got super upset and said, basically with me and Rachel, she was like, I gotta go. And we were like, okay, we love you. And she was like, love you. And I'm like, okay, we love you. And she was like, love you. And hung up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know Megan?
No. I knew of Megan. The first and only time I ever met Megan, though, was in May, right after Heidi found out she was pregnant. So that's it.
Did you ever, in knowing Megan, did you think she was pregnant, or did she ever tell you, or did...
Yeah, she Heidi told me Megan was pregnant, and when Megan said she was pregnant, which is not true.
Do you still work at Cracker Barrel?
I do. I don't know if I'll be returning though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Have you been there since this all happened, or?
No.
Okay. Because I was gonna ask you like how the mood has been. But
No. I've been into when everything started going down. I went to go get her and stuff like that. So I've been there. I have not been working there because no, there's no way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, how close were you with Heidi?
We were very, very close.
How long did you know her?
4 years.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just like I asked Marie, tell me what like your best memory of Heidi was.
Oh, there's so many. But I think work-wise, I think my favorite thing ever was just hearing her sing, because she would just sing at the top of her lungs and just sing and just have a great time.
Supposedly the best friend. So.
Best friend. Not just a friend, best friend.
One of the best friends. Yeah, she had like 3 really, really close friends, and
I'm just saying, like,